There's this idea that being grateful means that you have to stop wanting anything else. Like the moment you say that you're thankful or appreciative of something, it's supposed to cancel out every other thought you've had about the life that you wish you had. It creates this false belief that desire and gratitude can't exist in the same space, that you're either content or you're ungrateful. It's like if you want more, then you must not appreciate what you already have. But that's not how it works. That's not how people work. You can absolutely be grateful and still want more. In fact, most people do. Most people live somewhere between those two feelings every single day. You can be thankful for what you have while still recognizing that it's not the final destination. You can appreciate the job that helped you get on your feet and still know that deep down, it's not the end, it's not the last job for you. You can be thankful for the people around you and still crave something deeper, more aligned, and more real. You can love your apartment, your town, your routines, and still feel pulled towards something else. Something bigger, something that doesn't feel like you're only just surviving. Gratitude doesn't cancel out your ambition, and ambition doesn't mean that you're not grateful. It's not just black and white where you can only have one or the other. The problem is that sometimes it can feel selfish if we want more, if the situation that we're in isn't terrible. Like, if you're not struggling, if you're not suffering, then you should just be content. Because other people, they have it way worse. Because it could be harder because technically you're doing fine. But fine isn't always enough. And wanting more for yourself doesn't make you selfish. It doesn't make you spoiled, it just means that there's more out there. You see what your life could be, and you're not afraid to reach for it. That's not a flaw, it's just part of growth. There's a kind of guilt that creeps in when life is mostly okay, but you're still not happy, or you're still not satisfied, and something feels missing. And when you're not happy or satisfied in that life, it can lead to a certain sense of emptiness. It's as if you're not allowed to want more because someone else would be grateful to have what you currently have. But comparison like that is always just going to keep you stuck. Comparison in practically every regard will be a thief to any happiness or growth that you want. You don't have to downgrade your dreams just because someone else will be fine with your current situation. You don't need to feel ashamed for outgrowing the life you worked so hard to build for yourself right now. Outgrowing something, it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that you've changed. You've evolved and you're well within your rights to do that. Gratitude is powerful, but it was never meant to be a cage. It's meant to ground you, to give you perspective, to help you appreciate how far you've come, but it's not there to convince you that this is where everything ends, that this is the end of the road for you. There's a certain beauty in pausing to look around and see what you've accomplished, but that doesn't mean that you're not still building towards something else. The people who truly build lives that they're proud of aren't the ones who reject gratitude or drown in ambition. They're the ones who learn to live somewhere between both of those, somewhere in the middle. Someone who appreciates the small wins and still push for bigger ones. They're the people who have the capability to love where they are and still take another step forward. It's not a contradiction, it's a mindset. It's what allows you to grow from a place of peace and not pressure. Because if you're always chasing something new just to escape, you're going to burn out. But you can stay rooted and you can still reach for other goals, and that's where a healthy amount of growth can come to life. Some of the most peaceful people that I've ever met are also the most driven. They're not complacent, but they're not frantic either. They know where they are, and they know what they want. They don't feel guilty for wanting to be better, but they also don't punish themselves for wanting things that are different than they wanted a year ago. They accept that they're allowed to grow, even if everything looks fine from the outside. So no, being grateful doesn't mean you have to settle. Doesn't mean you have to shut down your dreams or pretend like you're done evolving. It just means you're starting from a place of clarity, a place where you can see what's working and what's not, a place where you can say that this matters while also admitting that there's more for you out there. There's nothing wrong with wanting more peace, more love, more time, more meaning, and that doesn't make you ungrateful. It makes you honest, it makes you self-aware. You can be proud of everything that you've built so far and still be excited to see what's next. You can be thankful for this chapter and still be excited for the next one.